Imagine carrying a hidden weight, heavier than any physical burden you've ever known. Not steel, but the collective moral compass of an entire group, resting squarely on your shoulders. This isn't a badge of honor. It's a slow, agonizing crucifixion of the self, unseen by others. No one sees it. No one understands the relentless, soul-crushing drain of constant vigilance. This is the exhaustion of vigilance, the brutal price of being the only one truly awake. Every potential pitfall, every ethical slip, reverberates through your own moral core. While others drift through blissful ignorance, your conscience screams, a constant siren call. Sleep becomes a luxury, stolen in fragments, haunted by unspoken anxieties. Every casual decision by your group feels like a boulder teetering on a cliff's edge. You see the cracks, the fractures, long before they become gaping chasms. The sheer effort of holding the line is physically, mentally, emotionally debilitating. Then comes the resentment, the burning fury at the blissful ignorance surrounding you. They laugh, they celebrate, while you meticulously dissect every potential consequence. Their casual disregard for ethics feels like a personal betrayal of your own integrity. You scream internally, a silent protest against the moral decay you alone perceive. Each small compromise they make chips away at your own soul's foundation. The resentment festers, a toxic bloom in the garden of your strained patience. They offer platitudes, empty words, when what you need is recognition, action. Their comfort is built on your quiet discomfort, their ease on your constant vigilance. And so, you withdraw. The isolation of the conscience becomes your new reality. No one truly shares your burden, because no one truly understands its weight. You become a pariah of principles, a prophet of potential disaster, unheard and unheeded. The silence around you grows deafening, amplifying the turmoil within. Every conversation becomes a tightrope walk, guarding truths too heavy to share. You watch the train wreck in slow motion, unable to pull the brakes alone. The moral cost isn't just external, it's the internal corrosion of your spirit. Your own values sharpen into painful edges, cutting you more than anyone else. You become the moral garbage disposal, absorbing all the filth no one else wants. The sacrifices are countless, unseen, and often unappreciated until it's too late. Your gut-wrenching decision to speak up is met with confusion, then irritation. They label you difficult, alarmist, disruptive, anything to dismiss the inconvenient truth. The sheer guts it takes to stand alone, to shoulder the weight, is unfathomable. You fight battles no one else even knows are happening, in the quiet chambers of your mind. Every ethical compromise they propose feels like a direct assault on your integrity. You're constantly swimming upstream, against a current of apathy and self-interest. The emotional toll manifests physically: chronic fatigue, tension, a racing heart. Your empathy, once a strength, becomes a torturous sensitivity to collective failings. You grieve for futures averted, for moral paths abandoned, for the innocence lost. The world demands you choose: be complicit or be exiled, a brutal, impossible choice. Every day is a negotiation, a tightrope walk between principle and pragmatism. You become a shield, absorbing the blows intended for everyone, feeling every impact. The world keeps turning, oblivious to the cracks forming in your very foundations. Your strength is cannibalized by the constant demand for moral clarity. The weight crushes not just your shoulders, but your joy, your spontaneity, your light. You become a hollow vessel, filled with the collective anxieties and unspoken wrongs. The price of being the moral anchor is paid in silence, solitude, and soul-deep weariness. Your reward? The bitter taste of, "I told you so," when disaster finally strikes. But even then, few connect the dots back to your desperate, unheard warnings. The burden isn't just weight. It's a slow-acting poison, leaching away your essence. And eventually, what little remains of you is just the echo of a conscience, perpetually vigilant,